how did you get started in the hair industry? What is your passion? How did you want to become a stylist, and what made you gravitate towards doing updo styling?
Well, started over 10 years ago. I traveled with this team across the country, and as you can imagine, we're pretty poor since we were just traveling and doing things for other people. And we had hairstylists on our team, and I thought it was so amazing that she was able to give back to us in such a cool way of cutting our hair and helping us get ready or whatever we needed to do that day. And so that kind of inspired me, and I went to cosmetology school, got my license. While I was there, I started to training with updos on my own because they didn't really teach you much in cosmetology school. And my teacher actually laughed me out of class. It was so bad.
Really?
So
wow, that's exciting.
I know, but you know, honestly, like, she didn't know how to teach me because it's not necessarily something that you just learn in class. You know, you're learning the basics, and so that kind of propelled me, and I took a Martin Parsons class, and I've been doing that now for about 10 years, and I was actually in the salon for a while, trying to also incorporate it in the salon, and then I just went out and started doing mainly weddings and production, and I still work in the salon, just not as much. So, yeah, that's kind of how I got started.
Wow, yeah, being with Martin Parsons, I imagine it was pretty exciting because I know his work. I've been following him for years, and the stuff he does is just, you know, just incredible. I mean, I think even for people just to work alongside you, even to get some of that, you know, things that you've absorbed over the years and things like that. I also want to ask, what are the top 3 products that you like to use when you create your updos?
I love the Rust Being Sexy. It's the light hairspray. It's really, really, really good for taming any flyaways and smoothing out your hair, and you can still work with it. I love the Kinra Thermal Spray, which most people do not normally like to use. They feel like it makes your hair too crunchy. But for me, I think you just have to learn how to use it. It is a phenomenal product to use. And then since we live in Florida, we have high humidity all year round.
Oh, yes.
And so Derm Organic makes argan oil spray that is, oh my gosh, it's incredible. It's kind of, it's not very light. It's a little bit heavy, so you don't need very much. But it will definitely help in all the humidity, and especially those girls with the hair that just grows. It grows.
It helps keep it, tamer. Yeah, I know here in Canada, I've used the Derm Organic as well, and I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love the smell. I love the way it works and stuff like that. You also had, as well as Martin Parsons, there's some other like celebrity names that you kind of worked with a little bit as well and trained with and worked alongside.
Yeah, I worked with Jenny Strebe. She's Confessions of a Hairstylist. Phenomenal, super sweet to work with. Martin Parsons, of course, and then my mind just went blank. I worked with the top Redken artist, Giovanni. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, with incredible names like that, I mean, you must be well versed, well practiced. You know your stuff, and anybody taking your class is just going to be blown, just blown away with the information that you have to share with them. You have a spectacular way of teaching and stuff like that, that your students that will be taking your class on the 2016 hairstylist course won't get, anywhere else. So what is the best way that someone can improve their technique?
Education.
Okay. Yeah.
So you've got education and practicing. So, get a mannequin if you can't get a model, and just keep practicing and trying new techniques and learning. And honestly, the more you work or the more you practice is the best you can do. The best you're gonna be able to learn so much just from doing things.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. I mean, with education, we all need education to be inspired. So what inspires you, Brittney, in your life?
Honestly, I have so much that inspires me. I love looking at Instagram and seeing what people are doing, how people are learning or doing the same technique, but it comes out differently. I think that's amazing how hair texture is really inspiring to me. If I can just get this beautiful head of hair in front of me. I'm so inspired to do something for that particular person. But yeah, I mean, I find inspiration everywhere. But I definitely love to follow people on Instagram and see what they're doing, and that really inspires me to make things my own and to change them around and to teach other people how to do things.
Yeah, and I know you must have some clients that feel very inspired. They bring you in this amazing picture, but, have you ever had an adult that they chose a style that didn't flatter them? Because I think they all get this imagination that I'm going to look exactly like the model in this photograph. So what do you do with that? I'm really honest with my clients. If they want something that is just impossible, I try to redirect them to something that will work with their hair and their facial features. When I found that when I'm not, you have to be tactfully honest, but I found that if I don't come out and just tell them, that's really not going to work for your hair texture, or the length or the density of your hair, they get shocked in the end. So it's really important to be honest with them and tell them what they should expect, and then you can always exceed that expectation. But if you don't tell them, it's bad, it's a problem. So just telling them. Yeah. So just to summarize, what would be your main top maybe 2-3 points of how you would direct that client? If they came to you, you knew it wouldn't flatter them, what's point 1, point 2, point 3, a system that you would kind of go for?
I would look at the picture with them and just kind of show them, one, the difference between their hair. So a lot of times they bring in pictures with, somebody doesn't have a lot of hair, and they bring in a picture with somebody that's got this gorgeous, a lot of texture, long, intense hair, and you can do almost anything with it. And the client has very fine, stringy hair. I kind of try to point out the differences in that and how, the volume in this picture is not going to be achieved with the volume that we can achieve on her hair. We just kind of go through the picture point by point just to kind of explain, and then I can bring it back around and tell her, but this is what we can do. We can strive for this look, and I will do my best to get you there, but it's just not going to look 100% like this. One, I also tell them that I'm not the artist who created that, and you're not the head of hair that was created on it, so you just can't expect the exact same thing.
No, of course not. So now November 14th to 19th, there's going to be sun, there's going to be sand, there's going to be the Caribbean. How excited are you to be an educator on the 2016 Hairstylist Cruise?
I can't even tell you how excited I am. Just meeting all these amazing stylists and helping to empower them in their field is, and being where we're going to be is inspiring in itself. So I cannot wait to meet everybody.
Yeah, and I think people are going to be blown away because with the Hairstylist Cruise, you are offering some free classes, and you're offering some also more in-depth, smaller group paid classes. So what will you offer in your classes?
So for the free class, I'm going to be offering how to secure your bride and the wedding party, how to conduct the perfect consultation, which is the most important part of your updo services. And then I'm also going to give you 3 simple steps in how to recreate my most requested half up, half down updo.
Oh wow, sounds exciting. So then what? So what will this your students expect to take away from this? So once they've taken your class, will they be able to go home and recreate or use your techniques, or will they need additional training, or you can give them some tools and things that they can go back to their salons and say, hey, I've learned something great, and they can utilize it right away?
Oh, totally. So the free class is, I'm going to be talking about things. The hands-on class, I'm going to show you my most requested bridal updo, all up. It's super simple. I'm going to break everything down for everybody. We're going to talk about contracts, so how to book your bride and keep your bride. And once you're done with my class, you'll be able to do any updo using the techniques that I've given you. You can go straight to the salon and start working and charging those clients for those updos. And
Wow.
everything's achievable.
Yeah, it sounds incredible. It's great when you take a class and you can, you can start making money right away from what they've learned. And especially with the cruise being in November, we have holiday time, we have Christmas time, coming up. So a lot of times they can just utilize, there's parties going on, there's New Year's, there's everything like that. So, if people want to know more about you or kind of see your work, where's the best place that they can find you online?
They can go to my website, which is Brittney Boscana, BRITTNEY BOSCANA, BrittneyBoscana.com, and that shows all my work. I try to blog as much as possible, so you can kind of see a few behind the scenes. But yeah, they can see everything right there.
That's awesome. So I want to say thank you to Brittney Boscana, our 2016 Hairstylist Cruise Updo Educator. I know it's going to be exciting. I know her classes are going to fill fast. So if you're on the 2016 Hairstylist Cruise, make sure to sign up. And we'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you on the high seas. Thank you very much, Brittney, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Hey, it's me, BRadCelebrityHairstylist. I'm so glad that you enjoyed today's interview with our 2016 Hairstylist Cruise Educator. Do me a favor and comment below with your questions or comments and let your educator know that you really love their interview, or if you have any questions, they can get back to you. I'm sure they'll really appreciate it. Hey, are you a cruise attendee, an educator, or a prize winner on the 2016 Hairstylist Cruise and would like to be interviewed? Just to share a little bit about you, you can personal message me, Brad Poirier, right here on Facebook. If you want to know more cruise news, extended interviews, go to Periscope at BRadCelebrityHairstylist.com. My handle there is BRadDoesHair, and make sure to follow me. Thank you, have a great day, and we'll see you on the seas.